Guys, if there are three things in this life that are certain, it's death, taxes, and Triple H is going to cook on the week of WrestleMania 41. What a great episode of Raw. We got to see Roman, Seth, and CM Punk cash it out one last time, along with Paul Heyman. There is still a favor owed to Seth Rollins. We're not sure what that's going to be, but guys, stick around. I do have some predictions for that. And also, we got to see Bayley go up against Liv Morgan and a bunch of other amazing segments and things in the show that we will discuss. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning into another edition of Road to Ringside. My name is Justin Winteroff. And of course, guys, before the show starts, hit the like button if you thought that this episode was electric. I know I did. I'd be smashing the like button because this was a great episode. And one last thing, comment down below the word yes if you want to see Finn Balor come back as the Demon. I know that would be electric, and guys, we'll talk about him a little bit later in the show, but my goodness, that would be awesome to see. All right, starting off the show, we got Gunther coming out for a segment that was actually supposed to be later in the night, but he came out, surprised everyone with Michael Cole. So yeah, this was supposed to be a solo segment here, and ultimately it came out as that. We got to see Gunther just kind of let off a lot of steam. He was pissed off, and he got to let us know what he was really thinking about Jey Uso, and he completely cut off Michael Cole out of the interview process. He told him, I don't want to hear any more of your stupid questions. I don't want to hear the stupid crowd anymore. And it was just Gunther solo with that camera, and I love to see this with him. He has a fire burning inside of him, and he's ready to go, and he's ready to defeat Jey Uso at WrestleMania. Now, do I think that's going to happen? I'm not 100% sure. Now, this segment did seem a little empty, a little bit forced on my end. I did still enjoy it, of course. It was a good way to start the show off. But, man, maybe I would have rather gone with Jey Uso starting off the show because the energy was not there. It was a lot of negativity. The crowd was booing the hell out of him. So I'm not really sure if this was the way to start it off, but ultimately we got the final thoughts of Gunther, and these guys are going to be starting off WrestleMania, guys. This is going to be the first match on Saturday that we're going to be seeing. So I'm very excited, very happy about it. We'll have to go and see what happens with that. And guys, at this point, there's no way Gunther loses, in my opinion. He is currently the best heel in the company. And, you know, I kind of spoke a little early there. I did like the Jey Uso segment a lot. I mean, we'll talk about Jey Uso, guys. We'll talk about Jey Uso, but man, I don't know how they kind of, navigate around this. I love Gunther, and I love what he's about, guys. He's just about pure wrestling, nothing fancy. He just gets the job done. He's strong, he's smart, and I love what he does on the mic as well. So again, this segment felt a little forced and empty for me, but ultimately it was a good thing for Gunther to do because I needed to see that fire burning him just like it was in Jey Uso. And then next up on the card, we have Bayley going up against Liv Morgan. And guys, this was an amazing match. The women's division in Raw is really great. And ultimately, Liv Morgan is a freaking beast in the ring. She has completely transformed herself into this, pretty soft-spoken character into a completely outrageous and outspoken, phenomenal in-ring performer. So Liv Morgan has my respect. I think she is currently the top women's wrestler in WWE right now. She deserves all of the praise that she's going to be getting. And guys, this tag team bout at WrestleMania is going to be awesome because not only do we have Liv and Raquel, who are obviously great together, but we have Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. And the dynamic that Bayley and Lyra have is really special, in my opinion. But we did get a little bit of a teaser last week where Bayley looked like she was turning heel. She walked out of the ring after losing to Lyra for the IC title shot. But ultimately, I think that this is going to be something that's going to prolong. I would love to see Bayley go up against Lyra again at some point in time. But guys, this is a very exciting segment, and we're going to be having a great match on our hands. And you know what? Speaking of Lyra, she cheated. Lyra Valkyria freaking cheated. She held on to Liv, and then ultimately Bayley got that surprise pin at the end there. That was really interesting to see, man. It's kind of coming full circle here. Are we going to be seeing a face turn from both Lyra and Bayley at the same time? Are they going to be an evil tag team? Are we going to see a face turn from Liv and Raquel? I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities that could happen here, but this match tonight between Bayley and Liv was really good. And of course, we got two, really good talented women wrestlers in the Raw tag division and also the solo division. They are killing it. They're doing a great job. But I want to fantasy book something, guys. I really want to see Liv Morgan go up against Tiffany Stratton soon. I think that would be the icing on the cake for both of these women. I don't know what's going to be happening with Charlotte and Tiffany, but obviously if we don't end up getting that match, I'll understand, but I do want to see Tiffany go up against Liv at least once, and there's got to be a title in contention for that. And moving on, we got Julius Creed going up against Rey Mysterio, and dude, the crowd was chanting, "This is awesome," and this was awesome because Julius Creed is a pure talent guy. He is a phenomenal in-ring performer. And this kind of ties into what I think about the Creed brothers is their in-ring ability is so good, so unmatched. They might be the best tag team in the whole WWE, guys, but really, they really got to work on that out-of-ring persona. They got to figure out what the personality is going to be. They have to get over with the crowd first and foremost, but my goodness, they don't have to worry about the in-ring aspect because they are so talented together. And I like to see Julius Creed here getting his solo shot. I'm hoping maybe next week we get his solo shot with Brutus and really see the dynamic of them being separated and what they can do without one another. Rey versus El Grande Americano will be lucha perfection, and I mean this in the sense of this is going to be a match that we're going to look back on and be like, wow, Chad Gable is really versatile. Of course, it's not Chad Gable. We don't know that yet 100%, but I'm really hoping that we do get a mask reveal of El Grande Americano at WrestleMania, and I hope it is Chad. But we have seen him cheating the last couple weeks. He's putting a piece of metal on that mask, so things are getting a little chippy, and it's getting a little weird, so we got to see what happens and what progresses from this. But I can't wait to see this match at WrestleMania. It's going to be a great time. And it doesn't seem like there's going to be a stipulation here. I don't see anything, pertaining to a mask for mask situation or anything like that. So I'm hoping during the match, Rey just rips off the Band-Aid and we get over it. But guys, this was a great match. This was really cool to see Julius get his time to shine in the sun. And moving on, we got AJ Styles going against Karion Kross. If you guys know me, if you go back in my channel, I'm a huge Karion Kross fan. I think this is a guy that deserves a massive push in this company because he could be a top heel. He could be a Gunther type aspect. But the thing about Karion Kross is that he plays these mind games, and I love every second of it. He came out wearing the same pants that AJ Styles wears, or I should say he got the pants from the designer that designs AJ Styles pants, and he came out with the straightened hair. He's getting in the heads of his opponents, and that's just something you don't see too often. It's really, really smart, and I love every second of this match. Now, does this mean that we are going to be getting AJ Styles heel turn at some point in time here? Because he is kind of feuding with Kross here right before this Logan Paul aspect, which, of course, Logan Paul did come out at the end of the match, and he really gets to show us who he is, guys. Logan Paul is a big money man. He is someone who is really, really over, and he's using it to his advantage right now. Everyone in the crowd hates the guy, and I know that everyone would be really sad to see him win at WrestleMania, but I don't think I would hate it too much because I really want to see Karion Kross get involved in this feud between AJ Styles and Logan Paul. I want to see Karion Kross get his time in the sun. And I know that we obviously have AJ Styles and Logan Paul going up against each other at WrestleMania, but guys, I really just want to say again, I think that Karion Kross deserves an opportunity in the WWE because he's somebody who is very, very talented, and I want to see him shine. But I can't wait for the AJ Styles and Logan Paul match at WrestleMania either. And moving on, we got the Jey Uso segment. The Yeet Fest was in full effect tonight, guys. It really was really good to see. So ultimately, we saw Jey Uso, absolutely no facial expressions, no hype, walking down that ramp from the crowd. I really thought we were going to be a sad Uso. We're going to get a sad Uso tonight, but really, it was the crowd that was hyping him up. We saw Pat McAfee turning up with Jey, and then ultimately he turned into a very vibrant, more energetic guy. I love to see that the crowd is still on the side of Jey Uso. Everyone wants to see Jey Uso succeed in this situation with Gunther, and I love the fact that the crowd is still hype and they're still all about the yeet. Guys, I was very tired of the yeeting. I thought it was overrated. It really bothered me for some time, but you know what? I got out of my boomer mindset and I realized that this is what it's all about. It's about getting over and staying over, and Jey Uso has the ability to really hype up the crowd and hype up the fan base, guys. This is WWE at the end of the day. It's all about having fun, and Jey Uso can really channel your inner child and just have a great time. So shout out to Jey, shout out to the fandom for keeping this alive, and they even went back and replayed the song, guys. That's how lit it was. They had to play the song twice, and that's how you know Jey Uso is going to have a very good chance at WrestleMania of beating Gunther. His confidence is incredible. He absolutely needed this to really, really show us why there's a possibility he can beat Gunther at WrestleMania. Do I think it's going to happen? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen. But guys, it can be really interesting if it does, and I can't wait to see it. Again, this is the first match on the card for Saturday. I can't wait. We'll talk about it afterwards as well. All right, and moving on, guys, we got Penta versus Finn Balor. Great match. And of course, we got to see Finn Balor jump Braun Breaker pre-match here, he jumped him, and then he just went straight out to the ring after that. And guys, let's take a moment here to discuss the aura of Penta. Penta is somebody who is so over right now. For him only being in the WWE for the last couple months, he has really shown us that he was not being utilized in that other company he was in. He is somebody that deserves every opportunity that he can get. And if he wins the IC title at WrestleMania, I will be so freaking happy because he absolutely deserves every opportunity that he is going to be fed. This is a guy that has all of the capabilities and all of the star power in one, and the in-ring ability is literally one of a kind. So shout out to Penta. His aura is unmatched. And really talking about this match, I loved every second of it as well. This was a great, great match. Finn Balor is a guy that he's willing to put over anybody that he needs to. And this match was just another way to show that Finn Balor is at the top of his game and he's willing to do whatever it takes to put over guys. And he made Penta look really, really good and really, really strong. And of course, this match was interfered and it was a disqualification because Braun Breaker came out, Carlito came out, Dom came out, and it was just something that I love to see. Now, I really want to know, do you guys think that Carlito is going to be playing a special part in this match at WrestleMania? Do you think there's a possibility that Carlito, kind of gets himself involved here and really just turns? And of course, we did discuss earlier, do we think Finn Balor is going to come out as the Demon? That would be really sick to me. I'd love to see something like that because this would really, really make this match even more interesting than it already is. There's a lot of dynamics at play here, but if you have Finn Balor coming out as a Demon, that really puts the Judgment Day's, intactability in question. Is that a word? I don't know if that's a word or not, but it really puts everything into question. And guys, Finn Balor is 43 years old. He definitely deserves his opportunity. He hasn't held a title since 2020. I think this would be a good opportunity for him to win the IC title. But guys, he's got a lot of competition. He's got a lot of guys that are over. If it doesn't happen for Finn now, I don't know if it ever will, but I think he knows where his place is in the company and he's happy with it. All right, guys, we got the segment of the night. We got the closer, and Roman Reigns is on a different level of loved. He is I can't even explain it, guys. Like the fact that he can come back after, a month of sitting out, not being in anything, and just come out in the crowd is just in love with him, obsessed. This guy has so much aura that they were booing Paul Heyman, guys. Paul Heyman was getting booed in this segment because Roman wasn't happy with him. That's how you know that you are on top of your game and you are the number one guy in the company. So I'm not really sure what to think about this Roman portion of it because, it started out as Roman versus CM Punk, right? And Seth was an afterthought. And now Seth has completely bombarded both of these guys. And speaking of Seth, guys, the points that he was making in his promos, unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. So he mentioned that Roman is once Seth came out, of course, he mentioned Roman's a part-timer. He's not worthy of winning this. And of course, Seth is a workhorse who deserves this win. He's been in there since day one, every single day, barring any injuries. He is the workhorse champion, and he definitely thinks he deserves to win this. And I completely agree with that sentiment. I think that if you're somebody who's been putting your heart and soul every single week into your craft and you're not taking time off for God knows what, dude, you deserve every chance in the sun to possibly, make yourself even more relevant. And especially with these two guys, going back to CM Punk claims he's only here for the money. He's not here to make friends, and he's reaping the rewards of the company at its peak after he was gone for 10 years. So Seth Rollins is a genius because he has said some things that really opened my eyes. I'm like, wow, guys, Seth Rollins just absolutely deserves to win this, not title, but he deserves to win this triple threat match for these reasons. He's the one that's been putting in the work. He's the one that's been breaking his back literally for this. And then he said one more thing that really stuck out to me, guys. Favors are a choice. Seth is a genius, and he's convinced Roman that Heyman can say no to CM Punk, but won't. This is a thought-provoking thing that it's in Roman's mind. It's in Roman's mind that the wise man, Paul Heyman, was actually able to just say no to CM Punk, right? He could have said no, but he didn't. Why didn't he say no? And we never got that answer because Roman just decided to destroy Seth Rollins with a nice clothesline. And then, of course, after the fact, we got CM Punk that comes out, and Seth is the one standing at the end, guys. Seth is the one standing at the end, and he is the one that might possibly win this match. And I think, again, he deserves this win. So CM Punk really hasn't been saying much last 2 weeks. It's been go fighting for CM Punk. We haven't heard much from him. I'm really curious as to see if we're going to see anything on Friday Night SmackDown from these guys. I suspect we will, but if we don't, and this is the last thing we see, so be it. It was the way to go. It was the way to end the show. I loved every second of it. I was glued to my TV. So way to go, Triple H. Way to freaking write your ass off and just do a great job with this segment. And it was a great way to end the show. Overall thoughts, guys. We did get a vignette with the War Raiders, and then we also got a backstage promo with a New Day. I don't know why you just don't give both these guys vignettes or just one big vignette, whatever. That's fine. That's gonna be a cool match, and I really kind of disappointed that we didn't get to see them live. This would have really helped out the New Day. This would have capitalized on their heat that they lost, and they definitely could have regained with an episode tonight. But it is what it is. That's just how it goes. Not every segment can be a killer or a banger, So it's going to be like that. And also, I thought we'd be a Sheamus back in the show today, but I guess I was wrong on that. It is what it is. I can't wait to see Sheamus back in the picture. And guys, just when you think it can't get any better, it never disappoints, right? Triple H never disappoints, guys. Triple H is cooking, and the fact that we are the week of WrestleMania and Raw is at the top of its game is really good. It's really huge, and I love to see things like that. I love seeing this. So shout out to the creative team for making us, love every second of this, being hooked to our TVs and just talking about it. This is a really, really great opportunity for everybody to discuss wrestling. It's at the top of its game right now. We got WrestleMania coming up. It's going to be phenomenal. Guys, we got SmackDown in Vegas on Friday, and I suspect that's going to be an awesome show. We might get some Raw branded people coming over. It's going to be probably just a lot of vignettes and a lot of promos, but that's fine because I need to see some more. I need one more show before WrestleMania so I can get really, really invested. I can't wait. Everyone, if you have not already, please like the video, please comment on the video, and lastly, if you haven't, subscribe to the channel. It would mean a ton to me, guys. I really, really appreciate it. And then also, I'm on TikTok at Road to Ringside. Not to brag or anything, but I did just have a video that got over 200,000 views, so I'm on top of the freaking world. I think I'm going to be famous. Just kidding, lol. But ultimately, guys, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean a ton to me. I want to connect with everyone and just be able to talk about wrestling, man. Let's just talk about it. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning into another edition of Road to Ringside. We'll talk about the SmackDown review, and then also we will be watching WrestleMania, and we'll talk about that as well, guys. We'll see y'all soon in about 4 to 5 days. Have a wonderful night.